back to my channel. I hope you're good. Today I'm gonna share with you my latest purchases for baby, mainly like some sort of gadgets that's supposed to make our lives easier, hopefully. So let's start. So first of all, I want to share with you guys that I'm first-time mom to be, and obviously I don't have any experience. However, I have all the friends and obviously family and the doctors who gave me advices, what I need to, what work for people and all of that. So yeah, that's how I bought a lot of this stuff. Let's start with one of the coolest one. I actually read a lot, really a lot about this online, and I also watched YouTube videos to make sure I'm buying the good stuff, because it's actually pretty expensive. A lot of you already heard the brand OLLETTE. It looks like that. And the thing is, it's like specifically done to make sure I control the baby's oxygen levels and the heartbeat. It comes like with this nice box. It comes with a small socket for your baby. I'm gonna show it just to you in a second. It's still obviously in the box, because there's no point for me to like open it and all of that, because you need to kind of make sure it works for your baby. It comes in 3 different sizes, so until I get 3 years old was said you actually can use it. So yeah, in another hand, it comes with a sock. It's some sort of sock. It's the thing that you wear for the leg of your baby, to the feet I mean, and it measures the oxygen level. The next thing that I bought, actually the doctor said to me that I needed, it's an electrical thermometer that you put to the ear of your baby to make sure everything is fine, because for us obviously the temperature is different as for the newborns especially, and to make sure it's an easy, convenient situation. This is the electrical one for the ear. Is the quickest and easiest and comfortable, the most importantly comfortable for the newborn. So yeah, and obviously it comes with a different how it's called, like changing things on top, that after each one you just put it away and that's it. So yeah, I think it's actually pretty cool. Actually it's said also in a package that also obviously adults can use it, but I decided I will just leave it in the baby room, and that's it. It's gonna be specifically for the baby, and that's it. Another thing that actually a friend of mine suggested me to buy, it's just actually a really cute thing. Years ago, I would say my grandma times and all of that, the people were trying with the hands and elbows if the water is too cold or too warm. Now, thanks God, we're not supposed to do that, and a friend of mine suggested me to buy this really nice ducky. As you can see, it actually comes with the sensor. So what is it? As simple as that, is a water thermometer. So you put it on the water, and it has a green, red and blue light, and it kind of shows you green is a proper, warm, red is too warm, blue is too cold, and all of that. And so you kind of know for sure that everything's fine, the water is perfect for your baby and all of that. And also obviously it swims, so it's kind of a toy for the baby as well, obviously water resistance and all of that. So I think it's actually a pretty cool idea that you don't need to think or try with the hand and elbow in the water. I think it's a really cool idea. Another thing the friend of mine suggested to me, it's kind of 2 things in one, I would say. So it looks like that. It's a white noise machine, but it also has a number of different other like sounds, like nature, water, fire and all of that, and obviously white noise. As I said, there was a name like a great noise and something like that, but I have no idea what actually that's mean, I'm not gonna lie. And moreover, it comes in with the 3 different changing things here for the middle. So it can be or as a star sky, or just a black light, like no light I mean in general, or just a white light, so also like night light in general. So I think it's actually a pretty cool idea and really useful on both sides, even if a child you know, later on we love to have some sort of night light, it's gonna also work perfectly. And in general, you know, white noise machine, it's also like everywhere. Everyone knows that baby sleeps better with a white noise machine. So yeah, hopefully it will help. Another thing I actually got from just, you know, searching from Amazon, and I think it's genius. Like, I think this thing is genius. So of course I also have like some sort of boxes for the baby stuff, but some things needs to be, you know, hangers. So I found this hangers, actually it's not just one that I have and bought, but it has a really cool thing. First of all, from the first look you're gonna be, yeah, it's just a baby hanger. Yes, that's true, it's a baby hanger, but it's not for one size. The coolest thing about that is it's adjustable and it's gonna work for you not just for like, I don't know, a few months, but also even a year, because it's adjustable. As I said, you put it like to the sides like this, and here you are, a really big hanger. And the best thing is, how convenient is that, guys? Come on. You turn it down, like turn it the different way, and you see here, you know, like another hanger. So in other words, if it's not enough space, or you just don't have that much space in your closet for, you know, hangers, you can do it like this. How convenient is that, guys? It's so cool. You can buy it in the different colors, like pink, yellow, blue, wherever, like in different colors. I decided just to make it white, and I think it's so cool. And you know, I was really skeptical if it was gonna be, you know, working properly, and I was sitting there like for a few minutes, like, you know, like this, just to make sure if it's gonna break in a few seconds or not, or like after using it second time. But not, seriously, it just works properly. And even if you hang something, it doesn't go like, you know, to the side. It's kind of really strong, you know, like you need to a little bit even to push to the side, and it stays the way it is. So it's actually really cool hangers. So yeah, guys, by the way, all the stuff that I'm sharing with you today, I'm gonna link in the description box, so you can also purchase it. And I hope actually you're gonna find something really, you know, convenient and interesting for you from these gadgets. But this thing, I think, genius, like really cool. So another thing that, oops, they fell down. Another thing that I bought from advices or from my friends, it's this drying rack for the bottles. And here it comes like that. So it's just a simple tray, as you can see, nothing that special. But the cool thing is, from this one, is that it comes with a few, I think 4 or 6 actually, like this, trees, whatever, sticks, whatever you want to call them. And you put it in different location as it's more convenient for you. So for example, here in the middle, for example, you know, another one, let's say here, and all of that. So kind of you do whatever you want with this sticks. You put it the way you want it, the most comfortable, and all of that. You can, you know, turn it. What is also cool, you can do it like this, and you know, to save the space. So kind of you do whatever you want actually with it. And the coolest thing, it also comes with a present already, with a brush, and like another set is another brush for cleaning extra good the bottles and all of that. So I think it's actually pretty cool. And other things are kind of bigger, but I bought them because I already knew that I actually needed. And yeah, also my friends told me it's one of the best things that existed. So here's it. It looks huge, guys. Don't be scared. It's actually just 120 or something like that. It's not that big. So the name of this brand is Angel Care. So it's a special bin for, you know, pampers and all of that, not to have this horrible smell, and to make sure, you know, it doesn't smell in the baby's, like in the nursery, for a long time. And it's done specifically just to prevent, you know, all the smells and all of that. And the coolest thing that this, but you were gonna tell me, well, it's pink, it's not, you know, any other color. Well, it's a special thing that you can actually take off, you can even wash it, and it's actually just white. So I think it's a pretty cool idea that you can also personalize, you know, your bin the way you want. Here is just pink elephants, not elephants pink, but I mean like pink with the elephants on it. And there's like a blue ones that are any color you want actually. And it also comes in a set, so it comes with the bin, with the 2 sets of like a trash pockets, and obviously this thing as well. And it was like around 30 euros, so it wasn't that expensive. I was kind of surprised because when I was a few months ago, I watched it online. There was like the first one that I found was for like 50 euros. I was like, what is that? But actually it depends, obviously the size. The sizes are different, that's why the price is different, but for 50 euros it's nearly 2 meters long. It's probably more convenient if you have, let's say, twins or just in general 2 newborns, then, you know, yeah, this is convenient, but for me it will be too much, so I decided to have 120. I think it's more than enough. Yeah, the next thing is one of the best purchases, guys. I was searching for this thing, I don't know, like a month, because most of the guys, and not most of the guys, most of the people are so lucky and they have a proper sink and they can wash and have a baby bath in a sink. You know, they buy just a special seat for the newborn and that is it. In my house, there's no such a sink with a proper size. It's convenient to wash, you know, on a special seat a newborn. So yeah, I needed to find a, you know, some way to make still this experience more convenient for myself. So I was finding a different, just a plastic bath, so many different stuff. They take a huge amount of space and they won't work, you know, for a long time. And I found this and I think it's amazing. It's not expensive, it's around 50 euros, I guess. So this is a baby bath. It comes with 2 legs. You put the legs like this, so you can see here, you know, 2 legs. And the coolest thing is that it's, you know, so thoughtful. Wait a second, I'm gonna put it here to make sure you actually can see this. You can put this, I would say, I don't, it's not plastic, but, you know, you can put it here. It's not really easy to do it on the air when it stands, obviously, like 1, 2, 3, it's done. But the cool thing, as I said, is that it's adjustable. So for example, this way, it's really convenient to use it for the babies, especially like newborns, that, you know, they're gonna feel comfortable. Obviously, you can put another side also down, and then it's for the older babies. Also, you can put here a shower through this hole, and then there was said like babies until 3 years old actually also can sit and just, you know, play with this shower. So I think it's like, it's also like a genius thing, and it, as you saw in the first seconds, it takes nearly no space. And moreover, by the way, like it's still obviously in a package because I still need to wash it, but it comes some sort of I don't know how to explain it. It's some sort of like a swing for the baby. So you kind of, here's the baby bath, and you put this swing, you know, kind of hangers on a swing to this bath, and it also can just, you know, kind of lie in the air and just with the back be in the water. So I think it's actually really cool, especially for 50 euros. And the most also really cool stuff, the most coolest stuff I would love to say, is actually that it takes no space, literally 10 centimeters and like 120 high, amazing. And the last thing I'm gonna share with you guys actually told a doctor to me. I never even was thinking that I actually need this stuff, but yeah, my doctor said to me in some countries you actually don't need it, like in the warmer countries. In Germany there's obviously days where it's really cold, even in summer, and that's why you need this thing. Just a second, it's relatively heavy, it's still, yeah, still not like unpacked. Heavy. It's a heating lamp, and I was like, why I need this? But the doctor explained to me that, especially as I said, in Germany there's a lot of, you know, cold days, and especially for the newborns, like until 6 months, it's really uncomfortable if it's like during the night you need to change a diaper or something like that. And yeah, he doesn't feel obviously already uncomfortable, and if it's a little bit too cold, he gonna cry, he gonna be feel uncomfortable because he's colder and all of that. And that's why you have a heating lamp, because he gonna feel so much easier and so much better. And the last thing actually is this one. It's a weight to make sure you know, the baby grows and you know everything is fine, the weight is growing as well. And just to make sure that everything is fine, I decided to buy you know, this weight. It's not that expensive. I said I would say I bought it for around 30 euros. The brand called Maybe. I'm gonna link it. I'm really bad with pronunciation. I mean, well, the names. So yeah, the thing is that my doctor said that actually there's like 50-50 you need it. It's like more your own feeling, because you anyway go to the doctor and he checks the baby, you know, the weight and all of that. However, you do not go to doctor like each day. And just to your own sake, just to make sure that you know, are comfortable and feeling good, yeah, it's cool to have weight at home, because then you will see the baby is growing, everything is fine, the weight is growing, you know, you're just gonna kind of morally feel more comfortable and just in general better. So for myself, because I know I can be really paranoid and kind of person who thinks sometimes too much. So I decided, you know, 30 euros, it's not like 300, to make sure that I feel myself comfortable and do not worry about the weight of the baby and if he's growing properly or not. So yeah, this is actually the last thing finally. I'm not gonna lie, I ordered also a lot of different like other gadgets, but obviously I want to share it, you know, when I get it here, when I tried it at least somehow, and you know, looked at if it's actually what I bought. And yeah, also I wanted to ask a suggestion for you guys. I'm thinking to buy, you know, this gadget, like kind of a swing for a baby called 4 Mums. It's like 4, the number, and they call mums. And I heard only like best comments, but it's not that cheap. You can buy, you know, the cheaper ones for, I don't know, 50 euros, and it costs around 200. So I was like, do I need it? Do I not? But as I said, there's so many good comments, so I'm still thinking. So let me know if have you actually tried it, because you know, I love to be prepared. I love to order it if it's really good, and just to make sure, you know, to sit so with a baby. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found actually something really interesting for yourself, because all these gadgets supposed, as I said earlier, help us. Hopefully they will. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe, put some likes. I will really appreciate it. And yeah, see you in the next one. Bye!